Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Technology. Phone up. I have my phone set up. My name is Donna, and welcome very much to our events called the busy time of night, putting kids to bed and things. So I appreciate you taking the time out to give us a little bit of a listen, and hopefully there'll be something that resonates with you. So basically, the reason that I got involved with Juice Plus was because I was a single mum of 3 girls, 11, 14, and 16, get up lacking energy, and I just was dragging my butt through the day, and I really didn't have energy to do half of the things that I really wanted to do. And I know if anyone out there who there can be a lot of financial burden, but the whole weight of the family can be all involved. That in itself can be very just really overwhelming. So tonight maybe you'll find something that will resonate with you, and you might find that if there's something that you hear that you really that sparks your interest or might get your heartbeat a little bit faster than normal, that's usually a sign to me that there's something that I really want to check out a little bit more. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat with a few friends of mine in a moment, and we're all going to share some of the things that we have found that help us not only our health and our well-being, but also with our finances. So yeah, have a listen and see what you think. For myself, I've been involved with the Juice Plus company for about 2 years now, and like I said, when I began, I was really lacking in energy, and I was really looking for something that could bring up my energy. Basically, I was quite stubborn, and my mum and dad were saying, "You're just busy, Donna. This is what life is going to be like. You're a mum of 3. You're running a house. You're working. You're doing everything for everybody, and you just have to accept that that you're going to be tired." And I couldn't accept that. That didn't seem right to me, and I just didn't want to live like that. So thankfully, my beautiful friend Candy was able to, I was asking her, "What are you doing all the time?" She always was radiant. She was always bubbly and bright and energetic and invigorated. And she came and shared with me all about these Juice Plus. And it has just literally changed the world. My energy has gone through the roof. My kids are healthy. They're teenagers, yet their skin is glowing. They rarely have days off school. And, we just feel vibrant and energetic all the time. So that has been amazing for us. But not only that, not only from a health perspective, but from a financial perspective, I don't know about everybody else, but when I became a single parent, I felt utterly overwhelmed and absolutely anxious all the time because I had that financial responsibility on my shoulders. And I knew that if anything was going to happen or things were going to change, it was going to be up to me. There was no one else going to bail me out. And that was kind of empowering, but kind of terrifying at the same time. So it's just really amazing that this business came into my world, though, because it has answered all of the things that I was needing help with, which was my health, my energy, my wealth, or my finances. And then there was a few extra things as well, which was that positivity and that injection of community and support. And the people that I've met in this business have been a massive bonus. I got in to get healthier and to cover the cost of my products, and I've just found this whole group of people who are just unlike other people that I've ever known. They just lift you up and inspire you and cheer you on and support you. And I'm like, it's just a brilliant, beautiful community, and that has meant the world to me. So it's so much more than just fruit and veggies in a capsule. So anyway, if I'm going to pass over in a moment to my friend Lauren, she's going to tell us a little bit about the Juice Plus products. Now this is Loz's first time doing this, so give her a little bit of a cheer and a shout, and hopefully she's going to do a great job. I know you will, Loz. So Loz, if you can take yourself off mute, hun, and go for it, babe.
Thanks. So I'm Lauren, and I've been with the company for about 4 months now. I'm a single mum with a 5-year-old boy, and I do relief teaching when I can, which means my finances are constantly on an up and down. When I first met Donna, I realised that I didn't have any energy. I was constantly trying to keep up with my son, and it was just not happening. And then I moved And I met Donna and Candy and through a friend, and they showed me a way to be able to get more energy and also to be able to earn an extra income whilst also meeting amazing people. I'm just going to talk about the product a little bit. Most of us are not getting enough fruit and vegetables into us on a daily basis, with the Australian government stating that we should be getting between 2 fruit and 5 vegetables, whereas the World Health Organization is actually now saying that it's 11 fruit and 13 vegetables, because the supermarket produce are never fresh and they are picked way too early, just so that they can look good on the shelves. And I know myself that there is no way that I'd be able to get that much into me, let alone trying to get it into my son, because that's just a battle in itself. So I found that Juice Plus is able to bridge that gap for us between what we should eat and what we do eat. What I found most appealing when I first heard about Juice Plus was that it is so kid friendly, with the Child Health Study sponsoring kids for 4 years. And the chews contain 19 different fruit and vegetables, whilst for the kids seeming like a lolly as well. And yeah, the kids was free. For me to feed my son the fruit and vegetables, it was free, with the fruit and veg order or the premium order. And when you do get, when you eat better, you crave better. And with Juice Plus, I know that the nutrients are going to be in my body within 20 minutes, sorry. And it is absorbed with no binders. As the product costs less than a cup of coffee a day, that means that Juice Plus allows me to do right by my son, with the price that it's set at. The chews and capsules, they're the micronutrition that your body needs, and the shakes are the macro. So the easiest way that I found to explain that was if you think about a car. So if you want to run your car at an optimum level, you would use good fuel, or it would not perform at its peak. So the same goes for our bodies. The Juice Plus capsules are the food, and the shakes are the fuel. So your body is getting 31 different fruit, vegetables, and berries when you are taking the capsule, which are grown to their peak ripeness. They're put in a massive blender, dried out slowly. They're powderized and then encapsulated and sealed in the bottle, which means that this process preserves the live enzymes with no oxidization damage. The omegas are a source of omega-3 fatty acids that are produced with plants and not fish, so it's stripping it back to where it originally comes from. So the shakes, the shakes have the perfect nutritional balance, with 50% being protein, 30% carbs, and 10% is the fat. And they are not genetically modified, which is very different to the synthetically produced shakes with artificial flavors and nasties. With this product, tried and proven for 27 years, and the biggest seller of its kind, I trust that these products are right for my family. And from taking them, I have seen the difference with not only my energy levels, but my son's energy levels as well. And coming into winter, although we are both sick at the moment, I can feel myself it's almost like my body is fighting stronger to stay healthier than it would if I wasn't, than in previous when I have been sick. So yeah, I'm finding that it is working for me, and which is all that I wanted it to do, which is great. So yeah, now I'll hand it over to Tanya, and she's going to share what works with her Juice Plus journey as well.
Oh, can you hear me? So for me, we're talking probably about 2 years ago now that I actually literally stumbled across these products. Around that time, one of my kids, so I'm a mum of 4, one of my children was diagnosed, and this was a very late diagnosis of Asperger's, ADHD, and high anxiety as well, which also is one of my stories. So I have always suffered with extreme anxiety. So when I got that diagnosis, and I was on Facebook and I joined all these groups, and it was when all these mums were chatting about how they were getting all these extra nutrients and nutrition into their kids, and it was Juice Plus. So my background is pharmaceuticals, so I have been in that industry for over 20 years. When I heard about these products, the poor girl that was trying to explain it to me, I literally said, I'm just letting you know I'm from pharmacy, so I'm going to know if these are crap. I looked at the research and everything behind these products, and I already knew from my background I had a cupboard full of vitamins, because that's what we do as mums. We try and give our kids the best nutrition, so we load them up on all the pills and potions that we can get from the chemist. And we do that because we know that we are not getting enough nutrients from the food, as Lauren was saying. So when I looked at the research of these and found out that, this makes sense. That's why we pick out the vitamins, because they're synthetic, and here's a product that's bioavailable, it's getting into the bloodstream. It's like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I didn't think of this, and how amazing. So I literally jumped in straight away with the products. Within a couple of weeks, my son started concentrating more. There was more focus. He was a lot calmer. The meltdowns that we were having with him, which were almost daily at that point, so maybe myself being on the products, it really, really helped me with my anxiety. About these products literally changed mine and my kids' lives pretty much straight away. Around that same time as well, I had a corporate position, company car, traveled a lot. I was always on the go, very stressful, very tired. I was overweight. As I said, I was anxious, stressed, and my relationship at the time was not going well either. 6 months into the business, because I jumped in straight away. I jumped in to build something on the side. I needed something. There was just, I'd been in the industry and on the road for so long, I just needed something else. So I started building my little business on the side, and within 6 months, my position at my company changed. My family-friendly company, as it was, turned out to be not so friendly. When you've got children, let alone when you have one that has other issues as well, it's really hard to try and find that work-life balance. And, I feel sorry for my employer in a way, because I couldn't really give them 100% anymore. So I had to make the decision to leave my job at the time. And I was able to do that because I had this business ticking away at the side. So no, it didn't replace my full-time income at the time, but it gave us enough that it could bridge that little gap in, what I was earning and what my ex-husband was earning at the time. So I was able to do that. Unfortunately, a few months down then, having the tool backing, I guess, that I could walk away from a relationship really wasn't serving me, the financial security, be at all those things for the kids, so all the sporting things and the doctor's appointments, which is still ongoing. So of course now, because of the the split and whatever, we now have some more, a few little emotional issues happening, but we can get through this. And if it wasn't for the support in the community of the women and also the men that we have within our business, like, my goodness, I really don't know where I'd be half the time. I feel very blessed and very grateful to be a part of a company that really gives back to kids and to families, and to really have the support of everyone as well. I'm hoping I didn't waffle too much with that. I'm going to pass over to Amanda now, and she can share her story.
Hi guys, can you hear me? I'm in a pretty bad signal zone. Hi, my name's Amanda. I'm a single mum of 5 kids. We've been on Juice Plus for about 2 years now. Life before that was not so kind. We did have a pretty good diet. I have my eldest daughter, she suffered from mental health issues. I've got 2 children who are ASD, ADHD, and my 3 youngest have immune deficiencies. So pretty much as Tanya, my eldest, Declan, he's ASD and his diet is very bland, no fruits, no vegetables, and I tried everything from A to Z throughout his life to introduce different vitamins, just so then I knew he'd get some nutrition in his diet. But to me, it really made not much difference to him. I just kept him on it, just to slimmer hope that did. And my little 7-year-old, she's also ASD and ADHD. Her diet's pretty good. She does like her fruits and veggies, but knowing that since introducing Juice Plus to them all, that they are actually getting all that goodness, nutrition in their diet, regardless to what they have through their day. If they're not having as what they should be having, their fruits and veggies, I know it's guaranteed that they are getting that good nutrition. And my 3 babies, which is 4, 6 and 7, they all have immune deficiencies. So that was basically everyone around them, they're sick, they got sick. And it was just a vicious cycle of sickness. And pretty much I ended up being a very depressed mummy, anxious, just basically trying to find anything out there, pharmaceutical, vitamins, anything, immune boosters to help them along so they weren't sick all the time. And I actually ended up becoming a bit unwell myself because of everything that was going on. Sorry, I get a bit emotional about it. So my beautiful friend Kelly, she contacted me because she knew the struggles that I was going through, and she said to me about all of what Juice Plus had been doing for her family. So I thought, oh my God, straight away I joined up, and within not even a month of us all taking it, my God, I'd never ever turned back, never ever. The difference in the whole lot of us has been unbelievable. And my 14-year-old boy now, he's just, oh no. Sorry, my battery's going flat. My 14-year-old boy, he's doing so awesome at school. He's concentrating better. I've had so many good reports about him. And it's all to do with what he's having with Juice Plus. He's so radiant. He's just blossomed. All of us have basically blossomed since we've been on it. And I'll never, ever look back. It's just a huge difference. Well, as I said, there's a huge story with all of us, but there's not much time to do it. So I thank you very much for all your time, and I'll pass back to Donna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanda, and also thanks, Loz and Tanya. It just, whether it's something that you want just a little bit of an immune booster or a little bit of a health upgrade, some people, that's what they get into Juice Plus for. For other people, for someone like Amanda, when you've got, don't mess with a mama who's looking after her babies, hey? We'll do whatever it takes to make our kids well. Often we'll do anything for our kids more than what we'll do for ourselves. But, I know, people say, they can't afford this or they can't afford that, but you always find what you need when you need it for the things that are most important to you. And for someone, Amanda, I'm so excited that that it's really life. So for some of us, it might just be a health upgrade. For other people, we've all got to know different people, and this has changed their life. If you've got sick kids and suddenly you see a difference in your kids, or they start to improve at school, or their mental health improves, or you can see there a bit of a joy coming back into them. That is just worth gold, isn't it? So you know, there's lots of different reasons that we can get started into this, and but sometimes the outcomes are beyond your expectations, and it's different for everybody. So we can't actually say what it would do for any one person, but you know, who doesn't need to get a few more fruits and veggies into their bodies? And I know I certainly do have, and it's made a massive, massive difference to us. One of the beautiful things that I found is just knowing that I have this ability to earn some more income has just lifted my anxiety so that I can breathe again. I would sit down at the computer and I'd be hands in my head, crying with worry and overwhelmed about how on earth am I going to be able to juggle the bills this month or this fortnight and get ahead. And now I haven't had to worry about that for quite some time, because when my Juice Plus check comes in every month, not only are my products covered, but I've helped a whole heap of people. I've made a difference to someone else's health and well-being. And also I've got a little bit of extra money that I can share around and spend on my girls, and we can actually really live, not just struggle and you know, drag our feet. So that has been exciting. And the people that I'm involved with and all these people out here are just, you know, they're just gems, and they just make everything so much better. It's a business, it's work, but it's really so not like work at all. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up. It is an express call, and we've nailed the time tonight. So we're sorry for any technical difficulties or any Wi-Fi. We can blame Telstra today for that. But thank you very much for tuning in. And please, if you've got any questions, I'm sure you have questions, get them answered. We're more than happy to answer anything that you'd like to know. If there's something we haven't covered or we haven't explained properly, we're not experts, so please come back to us and let us answer those. Yeah, and thank you very much for hopping on the call, and I hope you have a great night. See you, everybody.